Holy Shorn Squatch, Batman. Looking totally different than last week. Just got a haircut. Hey everybody, this is Brandon from Brainy Pixel, and it is the 30th, the 29th, May the 29th, May the 30th, one of those two. And you know what time it is? It's time for this week's Ask Me Anything answer. And this week is a great one. I get this question a lot, but not necessarily in this format. So we're gonna answer lots of questions here with one. We're going to get many birds with one stone this morning. Tammy Bowery on Facebook asks, what's your suggestion for helping a high-functioning autistic get into the animation world? She's very good, but most people won't take the time to help or encourage her talents. How do we find her a mentor or get someone to notice her? So great question, Tammy. And the answer is, for me, is pretty much the same regardless of your ability. And I'm going to go into that answer in just a minute. A lot of people put a lot of stock in degrees and certificates, and I'm not denouncing those at all. Those are great. They show their own worth in certain ways. But for me, as I'm looking for new folks to add to a team or looking for someone to fill a slot or to help me get something done, I'm always looking at the work. Right? What is the work that person has done? So a way to get noticed is to have a great portfolio. And in my opinion, a great portfolio is made up of a few things. One, it shows either a range of work, if that's kind of your bent, a wide range of work where you're doing lots of different things, lots of different techniques, lots of different skills, lots of different software, or it shows a tremendous focus. That's like where you go really deep, and maybe like you're really, really good at character animation, or you're really, really good at concept design, or you're really, really good at rigging or texturing or something like that. People tend to fall in one of those two camps. So your portfolio should reflect kind of your natural predilections towards what you like to do. So that's one thing I look for in a portfolio, or a good portfolio. Another thing that I look for is I like to see progression of work. I like to see an artist growing through their portfolio. I like to see them iterating on maybe the same themes or the same topics or even the same project. One of the cool things I've seen in the past is people they'll do one project and then a few months later they'll come back and they'll address that same project after they've learned some new skills, some new techniques, or new abilities. Another thing that I look for in a portfolio is I like to see completion of an idea, or taking an idea from its inception and then bringing it all the way to maturation and showing the fully developed version of that idea. So whatever that idea might be, it might be taking an idea from, an idea of a story all the way to a fully published story. It might be showing a character that you developed and then taking that character on a journey through animation. It might be telling a whole short film, which doesn't have to be very long. Could be a minute and a half, right? Could be 30 seconds. But show that whole arc. The reason for those three things that I look for in a portfolio is because when it comes down to brass tacks, what most people are hiring for is people who can actually do work. While you might have great credentials, you might have great, certificates or great degrees, at the end of the day, people want to hire people that can get a job done. So showing that you can get a job done in your portfolio is really important, in my opinion. So, and then once that portfolio is out there, network, get it out there, show it to people, send links, ask friends to send links who maybe are in the industry, or, socialize on the internet with folks that are in the industry and circulate that link. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't stick it in everyone's face all the time. That's your only thing that you have to say, but definitely don't be afraid to share it and to show it, and ask for critiques, and then accept those critiques with grace and go, okay, yeah, you're right. I do need to work on A, B, or C, whatever that is. And then show that in your portfolio. So that's kind of what I would recommend for anybody of any ability level, any skill level, where you're just starting out or you've been in the industry for 40 years. You want to show that you can do that work, and that will lead, hopefully, Lord willing, to getting those jobs. So thanks so much, Tammy, for that question. It was a great one. I get that all the time from people, so I'm glad I was able to record the answer here. And keep those questions coming, everybody. You're doing great, and we'll keep answering them. Talk to you soon.